And the poker times just keep on coming.
Like you should do porn.
Here
Welcome
we are
back.
in Bizarro land where people fold things they would never expect.
We've seen a lot of interesting play, and last episode, if you missed it, a surprising fold in the last hand, to say the least. Grant was shocked. He remained shocked.
I'm upset. Wheel has a digital Dan. Let's see if he does. He goes to the Church of Digital Dan.
They actually have just put on the 4-deuce game, so it's $25 from every player if you win with 4-deuce. And so you Wheel size it up to 125. It's a little transparent.
And Wolf is going to call with ace-10 suited.
I think Wolf knows what's going on.
Yeah. He should have 3-bet if he knew what was going on, but yeah.
Well, you can play perfectly against him. If you know exactly what he has, why do you 3-bet?
That's a good point.
125 is, I think, just too obvious.
Hey, it's a deuce. So I guess it's an easy fold for Wolf.
Let's see.
It was real quiet when you said that too, so they're definitely not going to.
Look at the size.
325.
Gotta make sure Grant hears it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, you could raise if you put him on 4-deuce.
I mean, Wheel's probably supposed to call if you go all in.
Oh, he's only got 600 left, and the bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a $200 bonus for him. He really, or 175 bonus. He is supposed to call.
10 seconds.
It does.
This episode runs the risk of not making it to the internet.
Right?
You know, super tip for the viewers out there.
Flopped it!
I mean, I knew you had it, but I didn't want to shove because I think you're calling. I think you're calling if I shove. I have ace-10.
Way to go, Jay!
If I shove, you're calling, right? Like.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was so quick. I'm never.
I was real happy about that.
That is the question. Would Wheel actually call with bottom pair only? I don't know that he would.
I knew he had 4-deuce, except I had ace-10
I know what
on
he
that
should have
board.
done. Put his fucking hood up.
Wheel never in his life has done more than like a 5x. He 12.5x's as soon as the 4-deuce game comes on.
We all folded. You get the 200.
That is pretty funny.
I wanted to shove because like I knew you had 4-deuce, but there's a deuce on the flop, and I figured you're just gonna.
That's a lifetime.
I believe Wolf that he put
Yeah.
on 40s for
There's
real.
no
I believe him too.
accountability tonight. I mean, tonight might be the one night.
Honestly, with that sizing
Sure
pre-flop,
if he had it pre-flop though.
what else does
That's
Wheel ever
the-
have?
That's the only reason.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course. Of course.
I don't know if Wheel's on this leveling wise, but you should probably do that with aces and kings immediately after the game gets put on.
Yeah. Right. The problem is you have to get aces and kings, and you have to do it and hopefully get action. You need a lot of
like
things to go
12
right.
combos versus the 16 combos
Yeah.
of 4-deuce. It's not
That's
really
true.
that different.
That's true.
Who's going to straddle on the button?
I knew that.
But
was
I don't
possible.
believe Wheel
That's the
would do
thing.
that
I
with
knew it
aces
was
and kings.
possible.
Is the thing. I
I
think
don't-
you'd make it
that's why I
a
started-
sweet 35.
That's what I started with. He has to be on that level.
Yeah.
You know, he has to be leveling correctly in that spot.
I had like.
I love how Wolf played that hand.
I
Yeah,
felt like I
I
had the
think
right
that's
read of the
smart.
situation, but I still felt handicapped.
Isn't it?
Did you match your glasses to your
No,
sweatshirt?
I will not get peer pressure.
Anyway, so we got the 4-deuce game on. This is going to make it even more fun.
Now, the thing you could go past that with, though, is that there are players behind Wolf. And if you're one of those
course.
players, you can see that situation unfolding and be like, I can 3-bet and like almost always win.
Mm.
Look at that.
Jonathan.
Wow.
I said I will not be peer
I
pressure.
was more impressed by the chip sticking to your.
It's like Hawaii magic.
It's a free
It's a
250.
magnet.
I know, but it's still.
It should work almost always. Here's 2 10s for Wolf.
30.
They don't need a guide.
You like clear your palm, but this stays down below for the cameras.
I'm just going to play.
Raise to 100.
Oh, he's going to 3-bet.
Yeah,
He's got the suited ace.
Could've made it like
Certainly
two-
not getting past Wolf's 10s.
No way. But could win post-flop a lot.
Oh, yeah. Wolf looks 4-betty. He looks like he's considering a 4-bet here.
Oh, I think you have read that correctly.
400.
And it's 400, and
Now you just fold if you're mom by a guess.
I think that's what I would do. You are suited, you're in position, but we got some serious stack to pot issues with a hand that does not flop well.
Yeah, let it go. Oh, he shows it by accident,
Yeah.
but I guess that's probably not what he wanted to show. It looked very accidental to show it.
like
Yeah,
slow roll,
agreed.
that's what
The
4-deuce.
2-4 game still on? Is the 2-4 game still on?
No,
Yeah,
you ended
It's
it.
not just one winner.
It's on.
The thing that Wolf opens up for himself
You
is
ruined it for all of
if
us.
mom were to put in a
Jay,
big
so-
4-bet or shove or something like that, then you have to worry about 4-deuce being part of the range a little
Yeah.
bit, right? And
John.
I don't know if you call it with 10s anyway. I guess you just don't. But
If anyone's listening, you can hear me.
You got to think about it a little bit more. That's what makes the game so awesome, though.
Yeah, the game can lose you a lot of money on either side of it. We've seen it with the 7 deuce game on high stakes poker. That I don't remember the guy's name.
Quad kings against that guy.
Yeah, he lost like 200K.
I think he bet at least 200K just on the turn and got min click checks raised. The guy made it 400K with quads. It's like, why are you raising? What can he call you with? What are you doing?
Recognize the voices.
Yes, Grant's the left, Jonathan's the right.
Actually, no, Jonathan is the left, because I was like, they screwed this up. I was like, I should tell Jonathan. I was like,
Oh, she left my
they
drink.
don't have Grant talking at all.
It'll be good to
And then I
have
was
the
like,
2-4 game and chop it.
This is back when our sound was not perfectly in stereo, and
It was in stereo. It was not in mono.
of course, but I'm saying it for the
Yeah.
lay person audience who wouldn't know what that
Right.
meant.
Who the fuck is he talking to?
65.
he sounds so lonely.
But yeah, you're correct. Mono means that it all comes through in each ear instead of being separated out.
Sure uses those dice less than you.
Anyway, here we go. Wolf raising it up.
What happened to all the
Stu
dice
Younger
here from?
defending. And that looks like a top pair situation for everybody.
It does look like a top pair situation for everybody. Thank you.
You're welcome. Also, some backdoor options there
Oh
for Stu
my
Younger.
Also, if you're Wolf.
Well, yeah, Stu Younger's got the spades as well. The 10 of spades would be quite the card.
Oh, how juicy would that be?
You know, your sarcasm is not appreciated
Why?
because people hate you.
Wow.
What? You
That
don't think
was-
anyone hates you?
I think some people hate me. Yeah.
So, I'm just saying the truth.
I
then.
guess that's true. Well, I can't be mad at that.
Right. You can be mad at other things.
Like the price of gasoline.
Oh, whoa. Stuart just said he's raising up to 350. Yep, if he got a certain roll, he got the roll, and so it's a raise.
Huh. Interesting hand to do it with.
Yep, he's got top pair. He's trying to balance this stuff. Wolf's going to have a pretty straightforward call here.
Brian, because you said 9 or higher, 350. But is that like verbal? Because now
he
he's
put
put
out
out 375.
Oh.
Oh. Shit.
I mean, it's
Alright,
a
that's
quarter, but
reasonable.
I'm just like asking.
I didn't even
more.
realize.
So you see what's going on. He said 9 or higher, it's 350, but then he actually put 275 in there. They decided that, or they put 375 in there. They decided that verbal, that counts as verbal.
Because if it's
Yeah.
like
And it's
rounds of
committing.
purple ribbons, you know, we don't have those. but
So it's 350.
That would be really weird.
There's a call, and what a turn card for everyone. The Queen of Spades is one of the juiciest cards in the deck
It
here.
really is. I don't think either player really wanted to see it that much.
I mean,
guess
Wolf is not hating the card, though, right?
He's not loving it though.
He's beating, you know, jacks and nines. He's beating 9-5 suited. He's beating better jacks.
It's overall probably worse for him than it is good.
8-10, of course, comes in. Obviously, the spades come in.
No.
Stu Younger, now he's been called. It's usually going to go check here, right? Doesn't it just have to?
Did Wolf actually check already? He looks like he checked.
Yeah. He really looks like he's in a meditative place.
Well, you have to if you're a Wolf.
Interesting point. Really such a, like, he's like a stone. He's still.
Serene.
It's like a nature drawing, a Bob Ross painting.
Bob Ross didn't drop
Oh,
people.
that's what happened. Stuart bet. And there's the call.
Cabin to the big
Okay.
iron, but
Stuart bet
not
455. I guess he's trying to fold out like an overpair now. With that isn't going to work.
And he's got equity against almost everything.
I mean,
of
you
course,
know,
there's bigger flushes that have him drawing
two
dead.
kings with the king of spades is a real problem.
Yep.
And there's the 10, and Stuart gets there.
Yeah, not in a way that he was hoping to, but he does happen to have the best hand. It's probably just going to go check.
Probably. Hard to get called again by a worse hand.
It has to be exactly Queen Jack, and it has to hero because Queen Jack might fold.
It could be a set of queens.
Yeah, it could be.
Or take a shower.
Set of queens would play just like this.
You're right.
Vegas is tight on gauge.
Not much else.
This would be a thin value play. Yeah, he
Yeah,
just checks
Stuart,
it
I
back.
think wisely checks there. And that's a bitter pill to swallow.
Sucks.
Wow.
You set?
No, I Queen Jack.
Oh.
But that was a dice thing.
Nice hand.
Pass the dice.
Luck of the fucking dice. See, the reason you don't win up here is
Mom was a big winner.
100%.
I gave Jonathan a book the other day called Dice Man, where a man makes
That ends. Yeah, that
So bad. I mean, I don't know what you do
Back.
with that particular
Stewart.
hand you call, but still.
Those dice won Stewart a much bigger pot than he would have otherwise won.
No question.
Where did Danny's two go?
4 card. I
Would
mean,
have gone call. I assume he's calling the turn. I'm not even sure if he's calling the turn.
Yeah.
It might go check on the turn. It's unclear. Hey, Stu's got
I think that's down the
4 deuce right
toilet.
now.
Oh, I haven't thought about story problems in so long.
The 4 deuce game is on.
I remember
Yep.
those.
Is he going to make it a billion like Wheel?
I hated those so much.
And the answer is, looks like it's going
Because
to be pretty
I
big.
don't trust my thought process.
150, 160.
Wow.
There
is
was
the
a straddle.
button straddle, so
Still, it's the 8x.
it's 8x is, yeah, it's a lot. It's not 13.5x or whatever Wheel did, but it's a lot.
Good to wheel.
Well, he's going to get paid 175 if everyone folds, plus the money that's already in there.
It's an asymmetric bet.
I think that was a call.
There's $60 in there too, so it'd be 235 if everyone just throws their hand away. Wheel. He's going to take his time and lets it go. And Wolf with a similar type of a hand here, although much worse shape than Wheel was.
He also has 2 deuces, so it's harder to put
Yes.
Stewart on 4 deuce.
Exactly. And bad news, everybody.
Let's go.
Dan had the money out before he showed it.
I'm not gonna pay you because of the time cards.
That's bullshit.
That'd have been
I
fucked
got
up.
4 from my side. I hope you
In
got
this
it.
game, the dynamic could become when somebody shows the 4 deuce, the last person to fold gets a little bit of the stink eye
He
from
has
the
it
table.
over.
Like,
Sure.
how'd you let him do that to us?
I don't have great odds anyway.
But you made a good point that Wolf having 2 deuces makes it a much easier fold. And
Yeah.
It's really unlucky that Stewart still somehow had 4
I
deuce.
was like, why did Alejandro have 20 out?
I already knew it. That was fucking obvious.
I was really
140. I got
Live read.
Value owned.
You're folding, you're folding.
Wow,
I mean, that was a nice little.
Andy,
Stewart just wins 2 nice little pots in a row
fold. That was
with inferior holdings.
This is what I learned this summer. I learned,
Well, it ended up being the superior holding with
did.
Jack 8.
But, you know, he had to really contort himself to get there.
Yeah.
They call that influencing action, sir.
Yeah, where I'm from.
Oops.
Next time you'll get a penalty.
Oops.
Like, oops,
You're
is that
right.
what
You
you
guys, you're right. You're right.
I vote that Stewart and Nick get 0 penalties.
Fold, fold.
They're about to leave forever.
You can do anything, no matter how awful or offensive it is.
But then he goes big. I think he forgot that the straddle was off here.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's definitely right.
'Cause that's how much he would have made it, you know.
Man, I looked and I saw one. I'm so excited.
I realized after I raised it, it was not a straddled pot. And I was a pretty big open.
There it is. Danny confirms your
Yeah.
theory.
Not a surprise.
Show is still around at that point. It's the most like question.
I agree 100% with that. You are more like
Yeah,
the
they,
Navy next over than the show.
For sure. For sure.
They both have got a shot, but
Yeah.
you're
Both-
like 98%.
Both of those statements make me incredibly sad. We're gonna have to wait a year for you, and we're gonna have to wait only a couple months before this thing is just dead, right?
No.
You gotta believe.
It's been going for 4 years. 3 years?
And then you guys wonder
3.5
why
years?
you talk
No,
shit.
no,
about
5?
guys. No, 7 years.
This episode alone is gonna
This is year 143 of Poker Time,
Yeah,
in fact.
this episode is probably the.
There are
gotta be the best
tortai
episode.
It is all in
that
one
are
episode,
younger.
by the way.
Elderly Tortai.
Yeah, we want you to
I
film
had
again next
to
week.
figure out what you meant by Tortai for a second.
You did it, though, right?
Yeah.
I guess we should explain it for those at home who did not get that
Multiple
one.
tortoises.
Yes,
You're
yes.
yelling at
The
me.
plural of tortoises.
60,
Bring back
fold.
10
You did
and
good.
action
You did
area.
good picking that one up, I gotta say.
Thank you.
The week
You're
after,
welcome.
I'm ready to play.
Danny,
Aw.
He's opening it up,
yep,
as we saw in the last session.
worked out very well last time, and there's top pair.
It's working out so far. Tippity top pair.
80.
Probably just going to fold out Wolf.
I would think so on this relatively crappy hand. Yep. Gonna show the 9? Yeah. Oh, it shows the 6.
Oh, that's the
Are we
wrong
playing the
There's
show
the
one?
9.
Are we playing a
Alright,
show
there you
one
go.
game also?
I wasn't bluffing.
They should, but they're not.
Man, you misread your hand. It's an upside down 9.
It wasn't 2 9s.
I would like to say.
Danny did just show the whole table. He had 9
Yeah,
6
is
off.
he going to start getting 3-bet more?
I mean,
a radical concept.
I don't know.
right?
He should. Wonka is a
Wonka's
pretty prime
supposed to do
candidate.
that.
Yep, Wonka and Stewart both, really.
Stewart's not going to have as many opportunities positionally.
Yes, you're right. But Wonka especially, and Wolf.
Yeah.
But
I play them on Wednesdays.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's a mixed game.
yeah. Okay, there could be a public 5-10 game. Maybe is what I'm getting at. A 5-10
True.
open game.
I mean, I constantly
Radical
try to.
concept.
Every time I walk in the door, I put my name on 5-5.
I feel
Nobody
like
ever
Poker
signs
Time
up
though
below
is
me.
like the encore of 5-10 games in Portland.
I
though.
used to, and then I just gave
Like-
up. It was pointless.
Yeah.
Like
when
Poker
I
Time,
was
I think
weekend
Poker Time will
before
forever
I
be
went.
legendary in some sense.
Nobody.
Friday, Saturday, I would always get the
Excellent point, Wolf.
I mean, that's got to be true. Hey, Danny's got 9-6 off again.
Unless he took a while to send his cards back and the card reader still had his last cards.
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah, that could really happen.
Because he was
Just so you know,
showing.
Jonathan.
Yeah.
And then it was
Well,
the same people when
We'll figure this out as we go, I guess.
It seems like the most likely thing because I think these are the same suits too.
Are they?
Entire
For sure.
premise.
Well, Wonka looks like he's got his 3-betting shoes on. Nope.
Out of the, what is it,
I'll play for as
1,326
long as you
combos
guys
or
have
something
this thing.
available in Hold'em, he got the same combo twice in a row.
Is it 1326? If I had to guess, I'd say
Unless I get into
1196,
a
but
traffic accident,
yeah,
I
we
have
don't
to pay
really
out,
know
like,
the
a
answer.
ton of
Something
money.
like that.
I've known it at different parts of my life, but I don't currently know the exact number.
Anyway, Stuart's got a real hand. We don't know what Wonka has, and there's a set for Stuart.
It's a nice flop for the old Stewie Younger.
Used to be handicap access, though.
Can't help yourself.
Danny checks it. We don't know what Wonka has either. He checks, and Stuart's got
Probably not much then.
Rats.
Are you sure you still want to do shots?
Bad card. Bad card for Stuart.
Yep.
One of the last cards he wanted to see.
Really hard to get action. Flush draws would almost have always bet, which is, you know, in that way it's good,
Get the rail
but
pushed back.
these guys are rarely going to be able to bet on that card and are rarely going to give action either.
Called it.
That's a good card.
Someone can have trip 8s. I think Stuart might size it up here to try and get value against trip 8s.
Would make sense.
He has not done anything.
175 or something.
Three-handed.
Are you open
Bring out the
for
dice.
box?
You thought I was just checking in, Nick? No, I was checking out for
Who needs
Stuart.
Tia services?
Oh, yes. I'm ready for a shot.
Danny's ready for a shot.
Hoping for
I
the
think it's
dice,
just
but
me
no
and Wolf,
dice
but I
that
don't think
time.
Are you
It's a
serious,
tiny
man?
bet,
Is
it looks
just
like.
Is it
us two?
40?
Like,
Nobody else
think
gonna do a
so.
shot?
Is he trying to force an 8 to raise?
so am I. So am I.
You
But
guys are
I mean, I can always wait.
What shot are we doing? Danny.
Casamigos.
Casamigos.
Yes.
Nobody else?
Casamigos?
No, you guys are the worst.
I guess Wonka didn't really have anything. I'm going to put him on, you know,
Thank you,
9-10 of not that
Thankfully,
suit.
all I've got going on tomorrow is a bounty tournament, so I don't really have to worry
Well,
too much.
it's tough when you're starting. You go, you just keep checking, and no one
And
wants
I'm
to
not even gonna play it.
take any spots.
I'm gonna be here
Take
for
any
cash.
shots.
So that's it.
You'd expect Danny to at
Yeah.
this point, the way he's been playing.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Maybe
good
you
luck
would have
on your-
taken a
good
shot
luck
on
on
the
your
final
bargaining
check,
skills,
but
Oh, I gotta go try and buy a truck
I don't
tomorrow.
know.
I wanted to try and buy a
I don't
truck
think he had the
today.
9-6 with the 9 of clubs.
No, I don't
would have
think
bet
so.
that on the turn.
Yeah.
was
I think
checking
Danny
that.
probably had like a reasonable ace high, so he felt like he could check
Yeah.
the river too a lot of the time.
Yeah, but
I was
all
gonna buy
four
a
of the
truck
ones that
tomorrow. Yeah, what do you get?
that I called to
A truck.
confirm
I'm getting a
were
truck.
in stock. I got there and they weren't in stock.
Oh, you trying to get like a brand new one?
Yeah.
Like 21 or what, 22 probably.
Why would you
21,
do
so.
that?
Yeah. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Trucks are
Why not?
expensive right now.
Because if you're gonna buy a truck, why not?
You know what the Brute Squad
Like
is,
what?
right? From Princess Bride.
Anything but
It's a squad of
I
underground
looked at Chevy
behemoths.
Silverado
They're not
They
underground.
come up from the sewers twice a year
No,
to terrorize the people of the
that's
city.
not correct.
They often take a few lives,
Who said this?
I like
and they disappear without a
So you
trace
just don't like foreign
until the
shit.
next year. An undetermined date. It's usually in the fall, but you don't really know when.
None of that is what
I
happened.
like that Maserati.
Brute squad.
Oh, that's Kyle.
Wonka's got a hand. Let's see if we can figure out what it is this time, because we sure couldn't see it last time. And
We're gonna choose not to.
looks like we're gonna play a hand with the rest of the table against Wonka.
You're like that dude from.
Do it younger again with.
Grandma.
Oh,
No.
that's probably threes from last time.
Yeah,
Right?
he held on to those ones.
Yeah.
I guess.
Anyway, Digital Dan here with the King Queen suit. He's obviously gonna defend. And Wonka has, you know, cards of some sort or another. It's okay. We can try and range Wonka. This will be fun.
Cheers, bud.
Hey, make sure they get this shot on film so that.
Top
you
two for
know,
Wonka.
like, the
Sorry
play
for
that
Digital Dan,
extends beyond
excuse
this
me.
point is
So that's
purely
pretty,
driven by alcohol.
Pretty easy to play.
Tequila.
Yep.
Tequila, yeah.
Got to assume Wonka is gonna bet this flop. Almost always.
What's best against Wonka specifically? Check raise or
This is an
call?
NFT.
I think I like a check raise.
I do too.
On this board, it's super wet. We can have Jack 10. We can have diamonds.
Yeah,
But
that-
Wonka gets to see the turn for free no matter what he's got.
You
Not
had
for
it
free.
free.
Yeah, not free, but pretty cheap.
Hey, what another great card
Wow.
for Digital Dan.
We've just got it all.
Hey,
I'll sell you my seat.
hey Tim.
It's pretty rare to have two pair and a flush draw.
Hey, you want a
Really
drink?
tough to
You
do
You got me
on
last
the turn.
night. I got you tonight.
Digital Dan is going to lead. That is
What do you want?
surprising. That is not something you see very often. I kind of like it.
All right, I'll get you
Often
Red
people
Bull.
lead weak. This is not weak at
Tell
all.
Tia to put it on my tab.
No, this is a never fold.
Oh, it doesn't really matter. Like, I just want.
This is- I can't
yeah,
wait to
I
get
just
it
want
in.
one
If
with,
somehow
like,
you
others
have me,
here and, like,
Congratulations, sir. I
oh,
still
yeah,
have
I don't give a shit
outs
where
against
it's
you no
at.
matter what you have.
Like,
Does Wonka ever raise a worse hand? I don't think
no,
so.
that's not me.
With a
when I went
$50
on the
bet,
trailer,
Donk, I
because
think so.
we-
What do you think he raises
I was
aces?
for a long time.
Hands like that?
He might raise top pair type hands even if he thinks
He
Dan
does
is.
raise it looks.
Is that 200?
I think it is.
It is. There you go. We don't know what he has, but
It might be a better hand.
yep, it might be. But it could be ace king too. And Dan donks on this wet board. It looks like Dan's trying to get
It could be.
some fold equity slash. And Dan just calls. Dan could have put in a raise.
I think
right
a raise
there.
would have been good there.
I don't hate a raise.
Well,
I guess
Wonka
they
could
are
also
pretty
have a combo draw or nut flush draw type hand.
Hey, Digital Dan now losing to pocket aces.
You wouldn't. I wouldn't really think Wonka had too many aces, but maybe he does.
I think when Dan donks there on that wet board, he
Why is that?
doesn't have to have it.
Because he can't drive
Sorry,
straight.
Wonka doesn't have to have a super strong hand.
Doesn't seem like it's super strong.
He loses. We don't know if it's ace king or significantly worse.
Sorry about
Maybe
the
Wonka
river,
took a
man.
shot and was just giving up.
Maybe he had a weaker club draw. Maybe he had
Oh.
like a jack 10 of clubs type hand.
He might have had the ace x of clubs too, and
Yeah.
just been checking back, thinking like, well, if I'm, you know, if you have bad flush draws here, I just get to win.
It's like super nice color. I mean,
That matte color.
Anyway, nice win
Yeah, I
for
like that.
El Digital.
I like it on a dog.
Let's get Digital.
I just think you can't go wrong with that color on it.
Digital Dan forever.
Well, you can if it's on a Toyota Tundra.
Keep going.
Oh my god.
You'll find one.
Okay.
They have two.
Uh,
Toyota has two green colors. One's like a lunar rock, and then the other one's like
Getting
military.
tough.
They
They're
don't
both good
make
colors.
diesel.
What is lunar rock?
It's
Pull
like
the button,
it looks like the mint chocolate chip, the mint part of that ice cream.
it's abstract that nobody's ever seen.
then
so
where-
no one knows.
where's
Button
the
straddle
lunar part?
appears
That's
to
a
be
great
on.
question.
Yeah.
I didn't ask the salesperson because he didn't have the fucking truck for me to drive,
There are many moons.
and that
I'm sure
made me
one is
angry.
I was gonna
Mio
take
is
my,
going
like,
to raise it up.
Bump it up with the suited connectors.
That seems fine.
Yeah.
Remember when he had the
Disguised hand
Meadows
Yep.
from early position.
Just pretend you're under the gun, basically, or +1 and rock and roll.
And now for something completely different.
Wonka's trying to make it so people can see his hand. You can see him like moving the cards around there.
We appreciate his efforts.
Yep.
Oh, Danny's 3-bet. And Wheel is now in a spot where usually you fold,
Yep.
but Danny has been pretty active.
You could just put your chips in it.
Yeah,
and see what
1.3K
happens.
back.
There's 275 in there. It's not so bad just to pick it up. And when called, you're usually not in that much trouble.
If it were anybody but Danny, I would
Anything's
just
difficult
fold.
when you're
Yeah,
giving
maybe
birth to
Mamba.
babies
You could
behind the
decide to
scenes.
usually a little too, but
Spicy.
I ain't gonna lie, when I watch
Looks
the
like
No
he
hood?
he's
oh,
put
he
in a
does.
raise.
Interesting, a small raise.
you are
Wow.
almost completely identical.
What is going to happen? Did you see that?
Did Stuart just throw cards off
He
the
threw
table?
both his cards completely off
Stuart
the
folded on
table.
Jonathan's feet.
Yes.
That is unusual.
He just missed, you know?
He missed so badly though.
Well, you know how Stuart's always trying to do like the cool trendy fold types?
We're gonna
Yep.
miss you.
Sometimes
we're gonna miss you.
backfires.
I mean, I've never seen someone miss that badly, and I played.
close to the table.
I can't even count how many thousands of hours of live poker.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone miss that bad.
That's just Bobby.
All you people on YouTube, go back and rewind that and watch that again. Like that's incredible.
10 in the 4 in the muck.
Yep.
Premio's folded the 7-6. Danny can't really do anything, even though the price is
Good.
good.
Such a good price, and he's Danny.
Get some
but
more money.
doesn't Wheel just always have like aces and
And
kings
Wheel doesn't
here?
have enough back. Like maybe if
agree.
Wheel had more back.
I wish you just had more.
Four deuce.
Wow, again?
Nicely done by Wheel. And I think you can kind of think it's not 4 deuce. I think Wheel would have shoved with 4 deuce.
Yep.
Brain, like they lose certain abilities.
I think so. I think you're right.
You're right. That was bad. That was.
I think any raise of any size is going to work there ultimately, but it's nice that he pulled the trigger rather than. I feel like a Wheel thing to do there is fold a lot. you
Think
know,
about
that's
it
why.
and fold, yeah.
Yeah, or at least pretend he's thinking about it, and instead he really went for it, and I think that was great. And it earned him the pot, a sizable pot.
And we're happy for him.
I'm happy for him.
I got it.
I mean, I can think of people who are happier than you and me.
Dana?
The cadre of interns who
Yeah.
giggle every time he comes on frickin' screen. Is that Wheel?
Yeah, you know he's got them all on his arms after poker time. He puts on his evening wear, which is, of course, a zoot suit.
Second session last month.
Feather in the cap.
Down.
You can see that, right?
No
Of
way.
course I could see
I
that.
break even this session. I
was
feel
like-
like
2 tens.
superstitious.
5 tens right here. I got 5 of a
way that I
kind.
should break even
Qu-
this
I got
session.
quints.
Either be
Not even
way
quads.
the fuck up or
Anyway, it's a bomb pot.
He's got a zoot suit for every occasion.
There's like zero chance it is. Yeah.
Jack 9 was
5,
good.
ace, 7, 2 diamonds.
Good thing I folded.
Zero chance. Have you seen the camera work?
Deuce 7, 4. Rainbow. So if you have pocket sevens, you're loving life.
I know why.
Check.
Deuce 4 is an interesting hand.
6-8. Somewhat interesting.
Somewhat interesting.
7,000. What's that, Brian? 7,000 splash pot?
My chips have Sam's eyelashes on them.
Check.
Here come the hands.
Has Brittany been
Set
falling
for
shit?
Wolf on top. And gutter on the bottom.
You gotta tell me what
Not
you have
bad.
here, what
Not
you
bad at all.
With a pair on the bottom.
Open ender for Mamba on the bottom,
Show you
and
what?
have. You gotta tell me.
Don't show me.
not much else.
Did I show you?
Shit.
Did I show you my cards?
Stuart has a top pair. Not much else going on.
That's being nice.
Tens.
No one has diamonds that we can
Spread 'em.
see. We don't know about Wheel
Yikes.
Caremio yet.
Brian, I think you really need to.
Oh, straight now for Digital Dan up top
Wheel.
with a redraw to a bigger straight, but of course the diamonds are a problem. Caremio's going to bet. That's the hand we can't see. Oh, so Wheel's got the diamonds up top. And a gut shot on the bottom, but he's gone.
You probably have the wrong box.
Gremio has nothing that we're aware of, but
He's got 4 cards and
he's
Moxie.
betting. He's betting them.
Digital Dan only a straight. I don't think he's going to defend this when the diamonds are out there. And there goes the hand.
Yeah, he doesn't have much going on the bottom at all.
Yep, and we're just never going to know
And that's really just
Wow.
pain.
Calling you
man.
out, son.
for
not,
us.
Not knowing is pain.
The not knowing is the sweetness. If you always knew and couldn't ever not know, you would never know you'd never be able to appreciate how sweet the knowing is, and thus that makes the not knowing sweet as well.
And the not knowing
Maybe
never
that's
not
because mine
knows.
are like super clammy.
ever
I guess. I
again.
don't know.
It's all relative.
That goes without saying.
Yeah.
This is going to be the greatest episode.
Relativity of
Yes,
clamminess.
I agree.
Clammy hands really kind of freaks me out. Are they not?
I mean, I was saying earlier on break. This is like a home game.
A comedian said it was like ham, and I was
I
like,
mean,
oh
we've
god,
dissed,
that's what it feels like. It's
we've
like
had
really
some bad
uncomfortable.
disses, and then
imagine
all of a
like-
sudden, clammy
like
hands
ham.
was like
No, it
the
feels like
worst.
raw chicken.
What do you mean?
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's gross.
I'm apparently
They should have
surrounded
called
by
them
them.
hammy hands.
Your hands are clammy. What do you mean?
Hammies.
Why they call them clammy hands?
Hammies.
Hammy hands. Holy
20
shit.
on the button.
Please let's
Straddle
turn
is
this into
on.
a super
And there's the
session.
4 deuce.
Let's
All right,
go- let's
here's
go
some action.
8 hours. That'd be
He's
great.
going to try and win that money,
No, he's not.
as everyone is, but
I'm
he's trying to win
trying to
that
convince
extra
him.
bonus money.
He made it a normal size.
That is the key factor here.
It is.
Fold.
Maybe slightly bigger than normal for him. I don't know if he always
Always
remembers.
gonna take it
There you
down.
go.
All right. Well, Brittany's.
That's the biscuits.
Fuck.
Sorry, I was the last line of defense.
That was mine.
I failed with my.
And there it is. Nice job for Danny.
Thank you guys.
$210.
Easy game.
Yep. Rent out a movie theater.
We started, man.
Yeah.
A small movie theater, perhaps.
Did you get that? No?
Go watch Thor: The Dark World.
Or just go to the movies with your family and buy some concessions. That's also about $200 these days. Am I right?
Commentary.
110 is the number to get everybody.
Gobstoppers. $400.
Why do they call it Ovaltine? It's round. Should be called Roundtine.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classically.
I never thought that was funny.
It was never.
It was never a
funny.
good joke. Some of the Seinfeld stand-up stuff was good, but that was never funny.
No.
Probably doesn't have any pants.
That was, of course, the one that Bana, is that his name? Stole from him? It's gold, Jerry, gold. That guy.
Oh yeah.
Straddle.
I don't remember.
Wait,
Yeah.
can I show
I
up
think you
now?
take it away, right?
Yeah, you can take it.
All right.
Straddle.
Cool.
Is that a, oh, it's an under-the-gun straddle.
I just said, hey, I'm gonna raise him in the dark, and you were like, oh. front
Wolf
straddle.
wants to be the true action man of the table.
Danny was trying to raise in the dark and was prevented because Wolf straddled under the gun. First time we've seen an under-the-gun straddle this whole time.
That is an odd time to straddle under the gun.
Yep. But, you know, I guess from Wolf's point of view, you know, Danny's always first to act in that spot, so if you want to straddle under the gun, you're always taking that away from him.
It's like it's sort of ambiguous.
Well, I mean,
Good job.
See if Danny
I don't
raises
think anybody
anyway.
else wants to play with you, so I'll give you a call. See what happens.
Called.
It's like this is not going to be a call.
No, you don't.
Will's going to spin it up,
Want to be dealt.
it seems, with pocket force.
ever again.
I missed what you said.
Wolf with the queen 3 suited. Don't see that getting thrown into the muck.
Not when you got the straddle bug in your brain.
Oh, this isn't a call. This is a re-raise.
Ooh, this is not a
that-
good
is
spot.
300, huh?
I think this is gonna get through.
I think so too.
I don't see how you could continue with force.
I mean, it's shove or fold, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and
You can't
shoving feels like just way too much.
It does with fours. We just have so many better hands. We don't have good blockers. Every time we're snapped, we're sad, unless he's got exactly ace-king. And wheel calls, and here we go.
Wow, well, it's certainly not the right price to set mine, so.
Wheel does have him in bad shape.
He does. He just has to be able to realize his equity.
What a read by Wheel.
It could be. I don't know.
Well, look at this. Look at this. Wheel flops open-ended.
Is he just going to lead?
Looks
He
like
does
it.
this a lot of the time, though, in checks.
Yeah. It's true. Nope.
He is just going to lead.
There's a bet, and you got an overcard, you got a backdoor diamond, you have a gutter. It's not a great spot.
Wheel doesn't have that much back. You might not be able to fold out anything reasonable.
And
And
that's, I
Wolf
think-
just gives up.
That's what Wolf determines, I think. Like, if they were deeper, maybe he could make this work, but Will shows
That's
a
it.
four.
We're going to see you next week with some more of this session on Poker Time.